It's your boy Poddy Ali. We got Emmy Secrest in the building. How are you?
Hey, I'm amazing. How are you?
I'm great. First of all, congratulations on the Grammy nomination. That's amazing, right?
Thank you so much. God is the plug.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let the people know how you got started in music.
Well, I started off as a backing vocalist. I moved to LA when I was 19, and Macy Gray hired me, and I stayed with her for 7 years, and she took me to 47 countries. Then I sang for Leona Lewis, Christina Aguilera, and then just like did one-offs with other people. And, in that process, I had so many people around me who like saw the greatness in me and really pushed me to like do my own thing. And so once I just kind of started doing that, I started writing for myself in television and film. And it just kind of all started from there.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So how was it working with Kanye West? Because we see you work with him. Is it?
I loved it. I loved it. I think that especially, I don't really know anyone else's experience, but I was very intentional with why, I did that.
Right.
For me, it was, to me, to have 125, black people in Los Angeles being able to make consistent income and being able, everybody in there was like buying houses and, like doing, like making moves, that most creatives in the industry like are not able to make. So I was always taught if you eat well, you speak well, so my experience was like very intentional. That if you came in there and was just doing anything, but I had, very much intentions with all moves. So for me to see him, say in 5 days, I want to have an opera at the Hollywood Bowl, and in 5 days we was at the damn Hollywood Bowl singing the opera, and it's sold out, even if it's just like, it's just amazing to see that if you have the right team, anything is possible. And so for me, that was very much so inspiring. And, you take what you can take, and the things that you need to leave, but you need to see it all. It's all a part of growth for you as an artist to see another artist that's, at a higher level than you. You always need to be around that. So I found it a blessing for sure.
Thank you, man. I'm from Chicago, man, and my boy been getting killed, so I knew you was gonna come.
I can't, I'm able to separate the talent from the person,
right?
Because, it's just, now his actions I cannot support, but I'm saying my experience of seeing him work, in an artist environment, in a creative environment, it's like magical. It's so inspiring. So
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, have you ever heard the most perfect song? Like it checked all the boxes for you. Has that song ever been created for you?
Created for me? Like someone gave me a completed song?
No, whether if somebody else did the song or you did the song, has the perfect song ever been made?
Oh, I think so. I think you guys have yet to hear it, but I think it's been made. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it in the stash, is what you trying to say.
Perhaps.
That's what's up, man. So recently, we see you got signed to Universal and LMG, right?
Yeah.
How did that whole thing come about?
Honestly, it came about from Live from the Studio. Do you know about Live from the Studio?
I do not know what Live from the Studio is.
Okay, so it's okay. So during COVID, outside of my studio, it's just on a Disney lot, I had these like concerts, and it started with like 20 people, then it grew to like 300 people. We had like vendors, it was like a DJ, and it was outside, and it was just like so dope. So Steve's brother actually came to one of those events, and he was like, yo, if you give me 2 years, he's like, I can make some shit pop. And I was just like, okay, I'm just out there literally having fun with my friends, And from that, just so many beautiful things have, been birthed from it. So that's literally how it happened. I was performing every week, every Tuesday night, and I would feature like different artists, and, like celebrities would pull up, and it was really a way for me to meet people from Instagram, you know, because it's
Right.
like everybody knows you on Instagram.
Right.
But it was like now I'm meeting you in real life, and yeah, I had different colleagues, friends, peers open for me every week, and it was just so beautiful. It was a beautiful time. So yeah, that's really how a lot of people got to know me. I put out an EP, Yellow. It peaked at number 3 on the R&B charts with like
This
no
is amazing.
promotion.
That's my favorite song that you made. I love that song. Me and my girl was listening to it. I was like, oh my God, this song. Like, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I love that. I appreciate your support. No, and then from there we just kept creating, and so yeah, that's pretty much how I came about.
Okay. All right. I always ask my guests this. If you had 5 things to get put in a time capsule, right? 5 things. So if somebody open it up 200 years from now, what 5 things would you put in there to let them know who Miss Secrest was? So 200 years from now, they open it up, and you got 5 things to pretty much represent you. What would be those top 5 things?
Okay. First, it would be either a pendant or a saying, like some way to put this saying, positive thinking creates positive situations. Because anybody who's been following me, like from the very beginning, which is now coming up on 10 years ago, like that's literally been my mantra. I post it all the time. I say it all the time. I live by it. So that is literally like a synopsis of my life. Positive thinking creates positive situations. I would have like a recorder or like what do you call it?
Like
some type of music contraption
okay.
with all of my catalog of songs on it. Because I feel like that's my timestamp. Even when I'm like dead and gone, my music will live forever.
Yes,
so if they could just have like a record player or whatever, 200 years, I don't know how they'll, so that's 2. 3, it would have to be some type of like puka shell contraption or because I'm very like creative with how I dress and how I look, and so my hair is like puka shells or it's always blue. So something eccentric, to promote like, be you, be creative, be yourself.
Right.
How many is that?
That's 3. You got 2 more to go.
Definitely like a necklace with a cross or a necklace with praying hands, because God is definitely my center. He's definitely my source. And number 5, I think it would be, this is a good question. This is like critical thinking. I like it. Number 5.
You got a favorite food, fashion. It could be anything. Anything that represents you.
Something that like represents freedom and liberation, because that's the one thing I feel like I want to leave with the world. Like if you're free in your mind, you're literally unstoppable. So my number 1 goal is not like fame. It's not even wealth and riches. It's just for me to stay free in my mind and stay like free in my creativity, because then all the rest of that stuff will come,
Perfectly said. Let's get into this single, man. It's a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
So how did you come? Because a lot of artists, they stopped doing that. Like, remember we used to have the holiday songs and, stuff like that. They just quit. So what made you say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and break the trend real quick?
Honestly, I have to give credit where credit is due. Biscuit and Butter, we were actually doing movie pitches for Eddie Murphy's new movie and a few other new movies. And so they called me in, and literally they had the perfect setting. Like it was this pitch, like not pitch black, but this dark room with like a 72-inch screen TV with like a fireplace and a Christmas tree. And they just started playing me these tracks. And I was like, I can write a Christmas record. It's not that. And it just put me in like the best mood. It reminded me of my childhood. And I was like, growing up, I listened to like the Jackson 5, Christmas. That was like on repeat in our household. And I was like, I want to have something that the kids can listen to. I want to have something that we can play too. So that's really where it came from. And I'm just really like so shocked with like the response, because I didn't know, because you're right, people really haven't been releasing Christmas records. But one thing I love about Andre 3000 and this like new record that he's putting out, he's really showing that people are into like you. They're into like what you have to do creatively, So as long as you like stand on your art, put it out. So like I'm about to just start putting shit out, because I want to, it's like, who cares? And the people that really like love it are going to love it. And the people that don't, they're still going to support it. Because guess what? People had to listen to it to know if it was something that they like or didn't like. So it's still a win. So I'm not scared anymore. Like, it's going out. I'm putting it out.
It's definitely a win, and it's definitely dope, because I was just talking about Andre 3000 and the flute, and people were like, I can't believe he really didn't just rap. I said, he told you fools that he was just throwing the flute. He told you fools that he was just playing the flute.
No.
So it's pretty dope though, man. Go ahead and holler at your social media one time for me, please.
Yes, okay, so you can follow me I'm on Instagram at Secrest. That's Secrest. And that's literally my handle for everything, from Threads to Facebook to Twitter to TikTok. Everything is just at Secrest. So also my website is secrest.com. At the top of the year, I'm going to be dropping some new merch. My diamonds are pressure jackets. They like literally sold out, so I'm excited about that. And I got some live performances coming up in LA, so just tap in so you can not miss out.